Alright guys, welcome to today's episode. I'm going to do my tackle warehouse unboxing, first one of the year. Got quite a bit of stuff on here. I still didn't get a couple of things that are on back order, but I don't know if I'm going to have to order them again once they come back in stock. So I was really hoping to get those, but it didn't work out that way. So we'll start off. Start with live target yellow perch swimbait. This one is a 5.5 inch, 1 1/4 ounce. It's got a jig hook on top and a spot for maybe a treble hook down low. I'll open it up and take a better look at it. These are pretty recent. I think they just came out of iCast not too long ago. It's pretty nice. Got a really nice looking action to the tail. It's got a pretty thick paddle too. Really nice colors. Pretty excited to use this one. It's got a really stout hook on it. They come in a smaller size too, and they got all sorts of different. They got shad, stuff like that too. All right, so next I got the Mattlures. This is a pretty popular bluegill imitation bait. This one is the TW Baby Gill boot tail. 5.5 inch, 1.9 ounces, and it's a sinking bait. They have 5 other colors, and they have like the flat tail. This thing's got some pretty sweet colors to it. It's kind of got like a purple with like a little yellow belly. Kind of got that chartreuse boot tail. Very soft. Hopefully it lasts more than a couple fish. But that one is $23.99. I forgot to mention the price of the live target yellow perch was $9.99. I got the yellow green 5 inch, 1 1/4 ounce. They have a 4.5 inch, and those are slow sinking baits there. Let's go to the hard baits. This is a very popular swim bait here, the River to Sea S-Waver. This is the 1/68 size. They've got 17 colors of these things, so I got I think it's called Wicked Perch, I believe. It's the exact color. They have 3 sizes. The 4 3/4 inch, that's $15.99. This one is 6 3/4 inch. That's $19.99. And then they have the 8 inch, which is $45.99. They're all sinking. These are all sinking baits. Let's pop it open and take a look at it. You can see it's got pretty gold looking color to it. Very nice looking. Got some pretty sticky, stout hooks on it. But these you can like twitch, they're kind of like a subsurface type bait. There's like 5 different retrieves you can do with that. Let's see, what else do we got? This is actually a topwater bait here, but you can go subsurface with it. This is the Savage Gear 3D Rad imitation. Comes with 2 tails. This one is the 7 3/4 inch, 1 ounce. This is the brown color. They have a bigger size, which is 11 3/4 inches, and that one is $25.99. This one is $19.99. And it's got the 2 different line ties. One is on top. It's got, you can see it's gonna have a pretty good swimming action. But it's got a line tie right by the nose here. And then there's another line tie on a split ring here on the bill. One is for the top water. The top one is for like top water, and then the other one is gonna be a subsurface. It's not gonna go too far down, but the bigger size has a treble hook spot on the back. This one just has the one down in front. But so there's that one. Let's see what else do we have. Got some Keitech Bluegill flash, 4.8 inch and 5.8 inch. Everybody knows about these baits. They just catch fish. I don't know how to really explain it. I usually throw mine on a weighted Swimbait hook. Otherwise you can throw them on like a jig head hook, or you know, there's plenty of different ways. People throw these on umbrella rigs too, but they're coming out with some bigger ones than this even, and you know, that's, you know, a pretty big swim bait there. So, but I got one of those, both of those are bluegill flash color. It's my favorite color. Let's see. I got another top water bait. This is the Livingston Lures Walking Boss Part 2. Open that up. This one is, what was this one? Well, there's 7 colors. This color here is Money Gill, which actually looks a lot better than I thought it was. The picture online did not do it justice. It's got like a kind of like a bone color belly, a little bit of red up there by the gill and by the back here. 3 treble hooks, 1 feathered, 1 joint in it. You can actually see you can actually see through it. It's got a pretty wide bill on it. This is a top water bait, and basically what it's gonna do is it's gonna, with this tail or this joint back here, it's gonna basically just swim really nice on the top water. You don't have to twitch it or nothing. You just cast it out there and reel it. This has the this was $13.99 also, but it has the advanced rattling system and EBSMT technology, which is basically you can tune it to do like I think the package said on it. It does a craw, shad. There's a silent mode. And there's original. I mean, there's like 4 different tones that you can do. I don't know how much I, buy into stuff like that, but it's something to give it a try, I guess. So I'm pretty excited about that one actually, because I really like to top water fish. But so that one will be really good to add to the arsenal of swim baits and stuff like that. This one I was really excited about getting. This is like one of the most expensive baits I bought, and this is the Jackall Gantarel Jr. This one is 5 inches and 1.5 ounces. They have 2 other sizes too. There's the Gantarel, and they just came out with the Gigantarel, which is like a, I don't even know, that's an 8-inch bait. The Gantarel is a 6.25 inch, and this one was 1.5 ounces. There's 10 colors available. Mine is the RT Bluegill, and this is a slow floating bait, which is really nice for going over like timber and like sunken down branches and stuff like that. Right where those big bass are hiding out in those ambush points, to reel this up there, just kind of let it sit there and let it kind of float back up to the top. I've watched YouTube videos on this thing, and that's kind of how people are catching fish on them a lot of times, is they would just bring them right over the top of, well, these are going to be great during the spawn too, because it's a bluegill imitation, but just kind of let it float up a little bit, and they were hitting them on the pods. This was got 2 joints in it. It's got a pretty nice paint job, as you can see. Feathered hooks. It's got a eyelet back here for you could put a willow blade on there. Then it's got two eyelets up here. You know, one if you wanted to put a weight on it to get it to dive down a little bit better. And then it's got, you know, it's actually kind of got a pretty cool tie on here. It actually's got like a 360 swivel, so it can just keep spinning around and around. But yeah, this is pretty nice. Pretty excited about this one. Hoping to catch some spawning bass on this maybe, or doing bed fishing, or just catching them around timber. That one was $31.99. The Gantarel is $39.99, and the Gigantarel is $49.99. Yeah, this one had 10 colors. The Gantarel had 10 colors, and the Gigantarel has 8 colors. So there's a lot to choose from. Plenty to. You'll find something basically. I'm gonna throw all of these in a Flambeau container here. You can see I got them all laid out. Well, this is like the WP, I think WP 5001. It's pretty deep container there. I'm just gonna throw it all in there. And I also got a rod, so I'll unbox that too. Because I mean, you don't really use your typical gear when you're fishing swim baits, so I got a special rod here for that. This is a Daiwa. I don't know exactly what the name is. It's just a Swimbait, Daiwa DX Swimbait casting rod. It's an 8-foot medium heavy. I also bought a reel for this rod too. Which I will open up after this, but I just wanted to get a look at this. Maybe I should just open it at the other end. Got a pretty long cork handle on it. That may or may not help with hook sets. I'd imagine that would help more than it would hurt. This was a $110 basically, but it's all black. So it's rated for 1 to 6 ounce lures and 10 to 30 pound line. But yeah, that's a pretty big grip on that. That's gonna throw all the baits pretty far. Pretty excited about that. It's like 60 some degrees today, so it's starting to feel like summer finally. Well, I guess I could say spring, because it ain't summer yet. But this is another Daiwa product here. This is the Tatula CT casting reel 100 XS. This is actually, it's got 7 ball bearings. Actually, it's a 8 bearing system. It's got what, 20 drags for 20 different settings for drag. It's an 8 1-to-1, so you're gonna be reeling in, you know, 31 or 2 inches on one. 34.5 inches on one rotation of the reel, so that's pretty crazy. 7 ball bearings, 1 roller. The max drag is 13.2 pounds, and it's only 7.4 ounces, so it's got really nice grips on it. And this has I don't know how many different settings for the magnets in there. Looks like it goes up to 20, from 0 to 20, so. This reel was, what, $129.99? So, pretty nice reel. I'll show you what it looks like. It's got some red. It's like a real dark gray and red, and then it's got purple on the T-handle there. Really smooth. I can't wait to try it out. And then I'm going to throw some... This is just 20-pound Berkley Trilene big game. This is 650 yards, and this was like 12 bucks maybe. $8.99 for 650 yards. This is green mono, but it's a lot of line for, you know, $9, so I figured I'd give it a try. People say it's pretty good for the price, so we'll start with that. And then I just got a rod glove for the Daiwa. And then, you know, you get your sticker, spend $50 or more, and then I spent, you know, a couple $100, so I got a free t-shirt too. But that's pretty much everything. Hopefully I have some like more reviews coming up on some of these baits once I use them and get out there on the water. I haven't got out yet in quite a while, so. But thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed. This is my first unboxing. If you can't tell, I mean, it's probably pretty rough, but thanks for watching, and subscribe, hit the like button, comment. You know, I'm always interested in some input, so go ahead and give the constructive criticism.